how to make symbols in Illustrator. So this is a in-class demonstration video, so let's get started. New document, landscape, create, and you'll get a blank document like this, obviously. Now the first one's an easy one. All you do is just select a box. If I just make a box like this, if I hold the shift key, it does it to proportion. If I knock out the stroke and reduce the stroke down to about 0.5, so it's a thinner line. If I select this, go to object, go to path. All right, so go to path, go to split to grid. So I'm going to make a grid out of this, a bit like what you saw in the other one. And if you click on preview and just do that, it will split it into a grid like so. So you want it to be quite narrow, so about 16 by 16. So something like that. Okay. Once you've got that, press OK. Now I want to sort of make these shapes, these kind of shapes. All right. So how do I do that? So just zoom into it. So you can make multiple shapes. So if you click on the zoom tool, you can zoom into it like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this shape filler tool. Okay. And what that will allow me to do is fill the shapes. So now if I do this, just draw very carefully, like so, I can now start to make these shapes. Now the reason why that's not filled, because what I need to do is make sure that is a fill color, and that's a stroke outline. So if you've got a red line going through like this, that means there's no color in it. So if I bring that to the foreground and try it again now, so if I do that, it should fill it like this. So there's my first shape. I'm going to move my hand across, and I might make a few of these. So if I again select the fill tool, this one here, and again if I just do this, and I do that, and we're gonna play around with these once they're done. So if I do that, and this time I'm gonna just click on these icons and do that. There's my next one. All right. So again, if I hold my mouse, pull it down a little bit, I'm gonna make another two. So again, shape filler. You've got to make sure this grid is selected. So if you click on it, if you click on the whole thing, or press Command A, it will select the whole thing. And again, if I select this this shape filler tool, I can literally just start to fill it out. So this one I'm going to have like, again, see I've not got my color, so I've got to be careful when I'm doing that. And I'm going to just select this, and I'm going to go down this time like so. And I'm going to go across. Okay, and I'm going to go up. And I might actually fill those out as well. Like this. There's another one. All right, so one more. Again, press Command A. Select this icon here. And this one, I think I'm just going to go, oh, there we go. So I made a mistake again. Select the color. And this one, I'm just going to go like as a square. I'm going to go across. Oh. So you can go Command Z, and it'll go back. And I'm just going to go across like this. And there's my next one. So now I've got 4 shapes there. Okay, I can select all of these. All right, and now I'm going to open up something called Pathfinder, this dialog box here. Go to Window, go to Pathfinder if you don't know where it is, that one there. And if you click on this one, it will do that. If you click on Merge, it will do that. Now these are, and if I right click it, go ungroup, now these are now singular things. So they're actually, they're blocked things. I can select this, click on this arrow, and I've got some more options. So if I click on the arrow, I can do this. Okay. And now I've got quite a cool looking symbol. Do this one. I'm going to select this tool here, this pen tool. I'm going to click and hold the shift key and make a line. And then I'm going to press escape. And then I'm going to select that line and press Command CV, which copies and pastes. I'm going to put those two lines about there, and then I'm going to select them both. And up here's my alignment tools. I'm going to do that. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Window, Blend, Make, and it'll create the lines. Now that didn't happen automatically. What I had to do beforehand was go to Blend Options, go to specific steps. I put in 8, and then I went to Blend, Make, and it does that. All right, so I got that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group that, because I just want to group. Command G or Edit Group. I think it's here somewhere. Group, and then I'm going to go to this Properties tab here.
Sorry,
Command G to group. Yeah, Command G to group. So once I've grouped it, I'm going to do a 30 degrees angle, or maybe 40 degrees. Let's do 40 degrees. And it'll do that. I'm going to put that over here. Press Command CV, edit, copy, paste. And I will give you these shortcuts. So this is a bit more complicated. I'm going to go to Object, Transform, Reflect, and it will do that. And then if I grab this and drop it, and how I want to align it, see that little line that comes up? See that little line that comes up? That line, that orange line. That's saying to me that this is in position, both horizontal and vertical. So if I move it around, see the way it goes off track? So I want it about there maybe. All right. So I've got those two now. I might actually select this other one. Let's try this out as well. Press Command CV. Put in 0 again. Put in 90 degrees. Like that. No, that doesn't work. So I'm going to leave that. So for some reason the lines disappear. So I've got this shape, which is what I want. So I'm just going to delete that. Sorry. And again, if I zoom into this, like this, so this was a bit more complicated. I've got to again select the two lines, batch of lines, select my shape builder. Now, look, I can't do it. So I have to do something else. So I have to select it, go to Object, Expand. And now when I select this, it allows me to do it. So now when I go around here like this, and draw around there like this, I can now, so you've got to be careful when you do this. I can now start to make a different type of shape. So if I just go, you can, if it was me, I'll make the grid and copy the grid a few times, because you can't, obviously you can only make one shape within this parameter. So again, if I just go around it like this, and now I've got that. And again, if I select this grid, go to Merge, it's now a block object. Shapes. And how do I make those? So the way I made this one was, first of all, I selected a circle. So I clicked on this and held the Shift key and made a little circle about that big. Did that. Then I went back into my shape and made a kind of a shape like this. Selected that shape. Put that shape in between them. Make sure I select them both. Went up here, align them. Then I went to my Pathfinder, which is this one. And I selected Merge. And that merged it into one. Once I've got that, I can, if I want to, modify this a little bit, but I'm not going to because it doesn't really work on this. So I've got this lollipop type stick thing, and then what I've done is I've selected it, gone to Object, gone to Repeat, gone to Radial, and just literally just done this. So selected that, and then if I pull it out, or if I make it smaller and do this, it will do that. And if I just pull these anchors in, it will go all the way. Okay, so that's how I've made that shape. Once I've got that shape, if I scale it down, because it won't go off track, to say the truth, which is really good. If I select that shape, go to Object, go to Expand, expand the fill and the stroke, and then I've clicked on in my Pathfinder this icon here to merge it as one object. Now that's one object. So if I select a different color, it should allow me to put a different color in. Well, it should. It's not quite doing it. Maybe I need to select that arrow. Let's try that. So, yeah, let's try it now. There we go. Let's try it over here. There we go. Okay, so make, it'd be nice if you could make a couple of these, say truth. So I've, about 4 or 5 of these, but different shapes. Okay, so see the way mine's starting to fill up. Like I've got a variety of shapes now, and then slightly a little bit more complicated, a little bit more technically driven. There's a lot more, there's a lot more to them. This one here, this triangle one I made while you were on break. How I made that one, if I just quickly go through that one as well. So if I select, again, this star and make a triangle. And how I made this one, I rotated it like this. And I turn it to a stroke. Reduce the stroke down to about 1.5. Copy and paste that. Then I made this other triangle very small like this. Selected the two, went to blend. Okay, so blend, I use blend quite a lot in graphics in these lessons, tell you the truth. And then I've got that, and then I go to Object, Expand again. So similar sort of things I'm doing. Slight right click it, ungroup it, align it like this, and then this time, because of the alignment, I've got it like this. But then what I've done is I've selected the shapes, clicked on this arrow, and pulled it in like this, and then you get this shape. And then you've got this shape, which looks quite cool as well. Looks quite three-dimensional, that one, to tell you the truth. And like when obviously I'm doing it my way. When you're doing yours, they might look slightly different. Everybody's will look slightly different depending on what you click on and how you click on it.